Okay everyone, so let's just start to practice working on a new rock. And I just want to go get the icosphere. Then choose subdivisions 1. Press tab to get into tab mode. Press 1 to look at the center side. And you'll see that it has some parts here. So I'm just going to go to 1 here. Then I'm going to go choose this part. And I'm just going to move that upward. Okay. Now we have that rock approach there, and we can press on Control Shift plus B, or let's first try to have Control Shift plus B so that we can have some of those bevels. Let's have some Control Shift plus B bevels, and let's just add some more. Perhaps we can also adjust some of this, and you can also have this top here. Let's try to scroll that down. Just want to make it let's have, can we try to play around with this just to adjust the sizing? And I think we can also use this one just to add some more. Let's go back here and not too much, but Control Shift plus P just to add some bevels there, and this one also. So depending on the shape of the rock that you want to form, you might want to have some of those. And you can also try to press on GG to tap on that, and then you'll see it's I have this selected, this auto merge vertices, so that you can have a way to merge those vertices together. And GG, double tap. Okay, so I think that's on this one. GG. Let's just see how that will look. G and G again. So you can work on this depending on the shape that you want to accomplish for the rock that you're working on. And in this case, I want to also have some, I actually took some photos of some rocks. The one that I got is, I have some photos that I took just to explore on rock photos and or textures. So let's start to work with creating an material. Then I'm just going to use here, instead of the color, I want to use an image texture and open up that image texture. I actually have those textures here, and I'm going to choose here this 3 texture and assign. Let's see how that looks. I think we can try to go back here. Then I'm just going to choose this open image, and let's try to use image texture. So we do have that. Let's go to object mode. We do have a black rock now. So let's just try to see here. If I try to export this as FBX, are we going to get some? Let's move up here and rock 6. And let's export that just to check how will that look if I go to that folder. And I think I wasn't able to save this. So you'll see it's not getting rendered. So that's where the problem now. I think we'll have to go here and use nodes. Let's use nodes and then want to go to base surfaced here. I'm not sure what's happening there. I think this one. Let's go to base color, image texture, and it's not allowing us to go and add our texture. There we go. So it did get imported there. Let me just go change that to rock 2. Does that look better? Perhaps we can adjust some parts, like these parts. What if I used some other rock versions? I think this one looks a lot much better. A little bit of variation. Let's first try to export this as a FPX file. I'm going to call this rock6.fpx and double check. I usually double check, and we can see it's not rendering correctly. So I think we'll have to. I'm wondering why that's not rendering correctly. I think that's because the folder from where I have the texture is not on the same folder. So we need to go and copy whatever texture that we used. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm going to copy this one. And you have to make sure that they're on the same folder. Like this one. And let's go get that folder. It's going to be rock 6. And we do have that rock 6. Let's set to have that. Let's go to our edit mode here. GG. Is that going to be better? Okay. Let's adjust Control Shift B. Add some bevels. So here Control Shift plus B. Add a little bit of bevels. And adjust. Then perhaps some of this we can. And we can also try to use the technique of Control T to fix some of those parts that you think are not looking good. So I think this one we can try to GG. This one we can try to have that. Scroll down there. This one we can have that. So that you can connect those nodes. Let's drag and connect them. Just doing this quickly. Okay. So how about this one? So you can move some of those parts. And I think we can try to delete this node. Let's go to object mode. Now we have some sort of a rock with some rock texture. Let's have this exported. And let's make that rock 7. And let's see how that looks. That's the first one. And we do have the texture getting imported.